this guy's such an asshole, and really find a human side of him.
I mean, that was the big struggle. I always thought he was an asshole. It was such a bummer to me. I wanted him to be, you know, friends with Solomon. I wanted him to do the right thing.
I feel like I can't do shit, man. I got a boogie on my nose. A lot of people might believe that's like saying no is easy. Saying no can't be easy. It can't be. It's always based on the situation. My situation in particular, I can't say no to my family. And it be little basic things. But like sometimes it just gets so heavy. It get heavy to the point where I got this one cousin. She lives in Jersey. She's always talking about, oh yeah, I gotta come to Jersey, I gotta come to Jersey. And when she says y'all, she means me. You know? She means me because I have a car. You know? So she called me for that reason because I have a car and I'm accessible. She wanna see everybody, oh drive it out here. She don't wanna pay the tolls. She don't wanna deal with none of that. You know? She wants me to come see her, and she knows that I'm not gonna say no, because what type of person would I be to say no and then she has to be around me? It's gonna look crazy, you know? I'm unproblematic. God damn, this bug in my nose. I'm unproblematic. I can't say no. Anytime I have to say no to something to somebody, I always think about what the other person does to me and how it would affect our relationship, because telling somebody no can really be detrimental. You could change the whole relationship you had with the person. No matter how long you knew them, all it takes is one no. And I'm not a hypocrite, because it's not just like that on my perspective on everybody else. I feel the same way. If I'm used to telling you yes or used to doing things for you and you tell me no, I'm feeling some type of way. So I already know telling no to somebody else, it make them feel the same way if we got that relationship already. I gotta learn how to say no. I think I'm gonna say no. I think I'm gonna call my cousin back and tell her I can't do it. Yeah, I could do this. I'm gonna call her and tell her I can't do it. I'm gonna tell her. I don't wanna go to Jersey. I don't wanna go to Jersey. I just made it back from Jersey. One of these days I'm gonna learn how to say no. I have a very, 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 very hard time telling people no. So my other cousin, she lives in New York City, you know. We talk every now and then and everything, but she kind of like uses me, not in a bad way. I'm just saying uses, because that's what it is. To practice driving and all that, you know. So she hit me up to. The only thing I'll give her in advance is that like she told me 2 weeks ago, oh I'm getting a renty, you know, and you could pull up and show me how to drive and all that again. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So it's gonna be a Friday. I said, okay, cool. I like spin her, like I didn't spin her, but like, you know, I just said cool, whatever, and we didn't talk, right? We did not talk for 2 weeks. No checking up, no nothing. I'm thinking, okay, she forgot about it. I'm not gonna question her, ask her nothing. I don't care that much, you know. I saw this movie. If you really tuned in from like the other videos, I went to go see this movie, Our Hero Balthazar, I think Balthazar, whatever that, you know what I mean. So I went to go see that a week ago. Saw that, and then I missed the first half of it. So I was like, I should probably watch it over, right? So yesterday, Friday, I'm on Instagram. No, I saw it like Thursday maybe that they was having a special screening of the movie, and I said, what's that about? Clicked on it. It said it's gonna be a Q&A. The director and the actor are gonna be there. So I'm like, oh, that's crazy. I should pull up. I've never been to something like this. I should probably go. So I book it, right? I book it at 4 o'clock. No, I'm lying. I booked it at like 6 o'clock. Right? Because I didn't hear nothing from my cousin. Well, I'm lying. I'm lying again. My cousin did text me, but she texted me around like 4 o'clock. But I really wanted to go to that premiere thingy because like I didn't think it'd take that long. I'm like, I'm probably just gonna go see the movie. No, I'm just probably gonna go see the Q&A part and then leave because I already saw the movie. Because I've never been in there like this. My cousin like, when you get off, I allowed it till her 8. I was like, I get off at 8. She was like, okay, you gonna come over here and meet me? She wanted me to go to Brooklyn. I was in Manhattan. She wanted me to go to Brooklyn, grab my car, drive to this other end of Brooklyn, link her so that we could drive back to my side of Brooklyn together. I don't know. I told her yes though because it's hard to say no. So I end up saying, you know what? She moves on like nigga time. If you know, nigga time is like niggas never on time. I'm not one of them niggas. I can be one of them niggas, but I'm generally not one of them niggas. But she moves on nigga time, so I'm like, I told her to get off at 8. I'ma spare her, make her think I'ma be back over on her ends by like 10 o'clock. Right? I told her, I said, yeah, I get off at 8. It's about like an hour ride to Brooklyn, which is really not. It's close though. And then it's gonna be like I gotta change and then come over to you. So it'll be like 10 o'clock when I get over there to you. And she was like, okay, cool. Boom. I'm going to this movie premiere. I started Googling and shit. How does Q&A screenings work at movie theaters? They play the whole movie and then the Q&A is at the end. And I said, that make a lot of sense. That makes great sense. I probably should have really thought about that. Right? So now for me to see the director and the actor, I have to watch the whole movie over. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, we ball. Watch the whole movie over. It's around like 8:30ish. No, the movie finished at like 9. Then the director and actor came out. Now the actor, his name is Jaeden Martell. If you know, you know. And the director is Oscar something. I don't know. I'm not familiar with his work, but I kind of am now. That movie was fake cool. We gonna say that. But the actor, if you know, you know. But he was in the It movies. He in a couple of movies. You just gotta know his face, whatever, right?
That measurement, I think there was callbacks to it like 3 times, but the measurement like with the fingers here. So I wanted to ask you how that came across.
People have asked me what my favorite line is. Watching Carson, young Carson who lived there is crying, and the woman who plays his mother is crying as well. That's my life partner, and the baby that she's holding earlier in the movie is our child. But she had just received some bad news in real life. And we had to put her behind this caution tape to watch as Solomon was getting carried away.
I feel like kind of like bipolar, like how you're reading, because there's just so many like different emotions during those scenes. Like one minute, it's very unpredictable. One minute it's like very exciting. One minute it's like what's gonna go on, like what's gonna happen, and next minute you're just like bawling your eyes out. So I've always wondered, like, have you ever changed your emotions very quickly as you're reading the script? Or do you just kind of just feel regular about it, or you don't really have emotions as you're reading it or writing it?
I think as the writer, when you come up with ideas and it's first draft or it's a new idea, that can be very emotional. It can make you laugh or it can make you sad, but mostly what it is, if it's a good idea, be it dramatic or comedic, it's exciting.
Yeah.
And excitement kind of, for me at least, excitement ends up outdoing any kind of a vicarious emotion through the character. I don't really end up having that. I feel for them, but it's more like, oh my God, they could do this, and that would be an incredible conclusion, and that would mean this for that, and blah blah blah. So it's more of an excitement, and then as you rewrite and talk about it, it ends up becoming more and more an intellectual exercise of what works for the story, what works for the characters, But I think for this movie, and Jaeden can attest to this as well, we were always writing. So we were never, it's not like we gave Jaeden and Asa a script and we're like, okay, just do this. We were writing the whole time and trying to keep that excitement alive.
I was not starstruck, but like I was really like a little happy kid in the spot. I couldn't believe like, oh, I really think this is the first actor I've seen 2 other actors maybe, but like I don't really count it because like I don't really care for them. Like I didn't really pay attention to them. Shout out them though. But the Jaeden Martell kid, I saw like I'm seeing him like, oh, that's really him. And he's sitting there, he talking and all that. How he was speaking and how the director was speaking to, you could tell when people passionate about this shit. Both them niggas is passionate. I mean, obviously they made this is a whole independent film. Them niggas went crazy, right? And I want to watch the whole thing through. I'm hearing people asking questions and questions like, yo, these some good questions and all that. Boom. The people next to me get up and leave. They just came to watch the movie. They ain't want to, like, you know. I feel like it's crazy because it was a pretty small theater. So when you get up, you gotta like bump into people to, you know, and that's what happened. So they got up. I'm like, they weird for that, you know. So then boom, it's around like 9:30ish, 9:40. I'm like panicking. I'm like, oh, I know my cousin gonna call me. I know she's gonna call me. She start FaceTiming me, calling me. I'm like, damn. I said, hold on, I'm coming. Meet me at the I said, I'll just meet you at the casino, whatever, because the plan was to drive to the casino. She blew my phone up, and I'm like, I feel bad because I did tell her I'd come see her, right? But I was scared to tell her, like, no. Whole time I never wanted to come see her, but I was scared to tell her that, you know? So I had to make a decision. I had to, like, really take my big ass bag because I got off work. I never went back home. I had my work bag with me. I had to get up in front of all these people and bump and nudge between people to get out, and then, like, it broke my heart. I'm like, damn, they probably think I'm a casual now. I appreciate the work. I appreciate the work, but it's just I had something else going. I stayed as long as I could. And if they do this again, I promise you, I'll sit and watch the movie a 3rd time. I don't watch things over unless the shit is amazing. And this movie itself is good. It's not amazing, but it's like I kind of owe it to him. I don't know. I would, if I had the opportunity to sit there and do the whole Q&A again, I would, because I was really fucking with that. And like, I hate that I had to leave, man. I had to leave. And to top it off, when I left and I linked up with my cousin, we sat in the house for a whole 2 hours. 2 hours before she told me, oh, she has another driver with her. She don't really need me. So she then put me in the cab to go back home. So I wasn't really even needed. I could have just met them at the casino because that's what I did. And I lost money at the casino. I'm down on this casino runs, but it's because I ain't really been trying. Like, I wasn't really even trying. I soon go back to the casino. I soon go back.